Good morning. All right, let's go ahead and continue our journey in regards to getting the database mastery down. So, again, as usual, I'm going to be asking of all of you that are joining us over on the other platforms, Facebook. We are, of course, on TikTok. We are on Instagram and we are on YouTube. So we're going to go ahead and ask of you guys to come join us over here on Zoom if you can. Gives us a little better opportunity to be able to interact. And if you aren't in a position to do that, that's perfectly fine. No worries. Go ahead and stay with where you're at. Go ahead and type in your questions. We'll go ahead and address any and all questions. Again, Lizette is out this week, so as you know, I'm going through my recovery process. And Andrew, if you could just do me a favor, if you could just make sure that you send over any and all questions from the other platforms over to myself. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right in. If anybody has any questions here on Zoom, go ahead and either raise your hand or just jump right on in. It's not really interrupting. Just go ahead and ask your question, and then we can go ahead and get those questions addressed. All right, so let's pick up with where we left off. Yesterday, we were talking about the, excuse me, on cue, there it is. Yesterday, we were talking about the ABCing of your database. And why is this important? It's important because what you're going to want to do is, well, as you go through the mastery of this, I'm working with a brand new client. And as a brand new client, I'm going to ask of you to go through, put all of your past clients, your family, your friends, associates, and your vendors, you put them on an Excel spreadsheet, and you just basically go through and start calling everybody. But then you're going to start getting a little bit savvier. You're going to get a little bit better. You're going to get stronger. You're going to build momentum. And in that momentum, you start getting into that first, second, or even third year. You're like, okay, I'm really getting this thing down. How do I take it to the next level? Well, the way you're going to take it to the next level, this is how a lot of the seven-figured millionaire agents, help them get to that next level is exactly this strategy. And what we start to do is we create different lists. We create lists from this list that I just mentioned for you to put together. And what does this list look like? What does it consist of? Well, we're going to create a double A list, or what is our VIP list? And our VIP list, these are people you're going to call every single month. So what does that look like? You have a list of, let's say, 400 people. And of the 400 people that you have on that list, you've called them all for a week. For a week, you've called them all for a year. And in calling them for a year, excuse me, and calling them over a year, you've built that momentum. What you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and basically start to extract some of these people. And that double A list are the people that you can call every single month. Who's on this list for me? I don't know. Let's say, for example, my brother. Like I've said before, I can put my sister on there. I can put my mom on there. I can put probably my lender, give my lender a call every single month. I can give my title person a call every single month. Probably my strongest clients. Anybody from that direction. Okay. And we're calling them every single 30 days and we're creating that cycle. The next thing is that we're going to create a second list, and this is our A clients. These are our rainmakers. These are our advocates. These are the people that are eager, hungry, that can help us out and can continue to provide for with what it is we're trying to accomplish. Okay, so let me go ahead and make a couple of quick adjustments. All right. So that's basically again, that's the A list. So those are all the people that are going to be on this list. So in that first list, the VIP list, I'm going to have probably about 10 or 20 people on that list. The second list, I might have 30, 40, 50, 60 people out of the 400. And then there's going to be the B list. The B list is basically everyone that the bread and the butter, not the meat and potatoes. This is basically the fillers. These are the people that I've done a deal with. These are the people that I have a pretty decent relationship with, and that's basically the masses. That's probably going to be about 200 of those people. And those people, I'm going to be giving them a call once a quarter. So I'm going to call my A list. I'm going to call my double A list. Sorry. Again, brain fog. My double A list, VIP list, I'm going to call them once a month. My A list, I'm going to call them every 2 months. So they'll get 6 calls. Okay, that's my A list. My B list, I'm going to give them a call 4 times a year, just like standard. Okay, as you can see, the VIP list and then the A list got a little bit more attention. The B list will be the standard. Now, from that, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to have the remnants. I'm going to have, in a sense, everybody else. That's the C list. And who's the C list? These are basically people that have never given me a deal. I've never done a deal with. I have them on my phone. I know them. Maybe I might just check in with them twice a year. It's not basically this list of abundance, if I may. Okay. And in that list, that's probably going to be the remainder of the 40, 50, maybe 100 people on. And who's the C list? These are basically people. And what that basically does is it creates a sense of hierarchy because again, think about it. Your VI people, the people that are giving you business all the time, you're gonna be calling them once a month.
You got muted.
So on the mute, everybody, I got muted too. Hey, so in that, yeah, I'm gonna be going through, I'm gonna be calling everybody I can go through, call my brother, and I can extract 3, 4, 5, 7 deals. Now, as far as my brother, of course, he loves me, but I'm not always top of mind with my brother. So those are the people that we want to be able to build consistency with. Okay. Now, a quick question that's being asked, are these sessions being recorded? Yes, they are being recorded, but here's the thing. It's kind of like a movie. Okay. And as far as the movie is concerned, if you go to the restroom, you go get something to eat, and you come back 15, 20 minutes later, you're kind of like, huh, what happened? I lost it. So we do record them. We do put them over on Facebook, but I am going to encourage you to come join us on a consistent basis because you're going to go through, and I do a little bit of recap from the day before, almost always, as I am doing now. So thank you for the question, though. Now, as we talked about, we always want to bring value. This is probably the biggest part of the entire everything's. Okay, and what I mean by that is that when we're going through, we want to be able to have some version of value. Now, I'm going to give everybody the homework assignment that I always give. And the homework assignment is I want you to be able to put together what I call as a menu of topics. All of my coaching clients get equipped with, I think, about 15, 20 different topics that they can call their database about. But as the audience, I'm going to encourage you, you create that list. And what are you going to talk to your database about? What do you want them to know? What are things of value that your people can, would like to have information on? How about interest rates? How about buyer's market versus a seller's market? How about any new law changes? How about any loan programs that are out there? Benefits of a trust, reassessment of taxes, going through a quarterly update, a yearly update, creating a vendors list. All of these things that you can, in a sense, go through, you create a list. Now, I've helped everybody at least visually based on with what we've been talking about for the last 2 weeks. You have all of your past clients, family, friends, associates, and vendors. We've identified who they are. We've put them on an Excel spreadsheet. I've asked of you to separate the husband and the wives as two separate entries. Okay, two separate entries. And in that, we're going through and we're calling every single last person, and we've done the reconnection as we've been sharing. And in that reconnection, we're just going through, Joe, hey, it's Robert Villanueva. Hey, man, how are you doing? Hey, I just wanted to, I was going through my phone and I realized, man, you and I haven't spoken in a little while. I just wanted to go through and last thing I want to do is just send you some random text. So checking in. What's going on? How are you doing, man? Good. How are the kids? How's the wife? How's business? Hey, are you still going to that one church? Are you still bowling? Are you still golfing? Are you still doing whatever? Is little Timmy still playing soccer? Whatever it is, you're going to be asking them some genuine questions. But there's the second part, and the second part goes right into the what I want to do is I want to recommit to you and just kind of check in with you maybe 3, 4 times a year and talk to you and give you some updates about real estate. Would you be okay with that? You go through, everything's perfectly fine. You reconnect with them. And then on that second, third, fourth, fifth, 10th, 20th, 100th call, and you're going to be going through with what I call as the maintenance script. And in that maintenance script, you're going to give them some version of value because the last thing people want to do is I give Sandra a call. Sandra, hey, it's Robert, your realtor. How are you doing? Great. Well, hey, who do you know is thinking about buying, selling, or investing? I can't really think of anybody. All right, awesome. Well, thanks for your time. I'll talk to you soon. Click, bye. Well, Sandra's like, okay, whatever. And then the third call, and then the fourth call, and then eventually it's kind of like, this dude, all he's trying to do is just trying to extract business from me. He doesn't even care how I'm doing. So what we want to do is we want to be able to provide back value. And the way we provide back value is I give Sandra a call. Sandra, hey, it's Robert, your realtor. How are you doing? Doing well. Hey, just wanted to see if I could borrow you and just kind of give you that update as to what's going on with the real estate market. Sure, what's going on? Well, the interest rate is doing this. There's this new law change. I don't know if you've heard about it. There is from last year to this year. This is what ended up happening. The interest rates are doing this. Hey, have you heard about this loan program? All of these different things. Now, I'm going to ask of you to proceed with caution, however, and with what I'm talking about, because what I don't want to do is confuse you. What I don't want to do is I don't want to be in a position where I'm calling Sandra and I'm talking to her about the interest rate. I go and call Beatrice and I talk to her about loan programs. I call Chanel and I talk to her about this new law change. And then Jasmine, hey, have you heard what's going on about this one loan program? And then I call Lewis and I'm like, I'm not going through picking topics. All I'm doing is just picking one topic. I'm calling every single last person on my list. Okay, I'm calling every single last person on my list. Excuse me. I'm calling every single last person on my list, and what I'm doing in regards to that list is I'm just building that momentum. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. When we call people, large percentage of the time, they don't have somebody at the ready for you. They're not like sitting there and saying, okay, Robert hasn't called. Robert hasn't called. Robert hasn't called. Oh, Robert's calling. Okay, perfect. Because I have, Susie that's thinking about doing something. It's not how it works. Usually you kind of catch them off guard and it's like, oh, hey, what's going on, Robert? Well, hey, just want to give you a quick little update. What's going on with the real estate market? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard the interest rates. Yeah, they dropped a little bit. Yeah, I don't really know of anybody. And that's it. Very common. 97, 98% of the time, and you're kind of like looking and you're like, well, that was kind of a waste. But was it? No, it wasn't. Because here's what ends up happening. I go and give Sandra a call. Sandra gets off the phone and she goes, "Oh my gosh, my buddy Luce. I completely forgot to tell Robert about Luce. But you know what? Luce has been talking about this for 2 years, so maybe I shouldn't even bug him about it. And that's okay. That's perfectly fine. But and then she goes to work, and all of a sudden she goes and talks to her other friend, I don't know, Sarah. And Sarah's sitting there talking about, oh my gosh, I'm going to go through the process of a divorce. I just found out about my husband, and blah blah blah. We're just not getting along, and there's just all this other stuff, and we're going to go through a divorce. Well, now Sandra's like, hey, well, I got a good friend of mine. His name's Robert. He's a great realtor. I definitely would love the opportunity to refer you to him. As a matter of fact, he sent me some cards. Here, let me give you a card, which is very common for a lot of people. But what ends up happening? That call doesn't come through, and we know that. But here's what happens. I then give Sandra a call again, and now we're in April. Sandra, hey, it's Robert, your realtor. How are you doing? Good, I'm doing well. Hey, you have a few minutes for me? I want to give you a quick little update what's going on with the real estate market. Yeah, sure. What's going on? Hey, well, blah 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 blah. Who do you know of? Oh my gosh, Robert. Well, I gave my friend Sarah from work your card. She's kind of going through this whole murky divorce thing. I don't even know where she's at in the situation, but I told her I gave her your card. Thank you. I appreciate that. No, she hasn't called me. Let's do this. When do you think you'll have a chance to talk to her? Well, I'll probably talk to her tomorrow when I go back into work. Perfect. Can you ask her for permission for me to give her a call? And if she gives you that permission, can you put me in a group text with her? Yeah, for sure, I can do that. Now Sandra puts me in a group text with Sarah, and Sarah's like, "Hey Robert, thanks for the connection, but we're not really ready yet. We're still talking to our lawyers, blah blah blah, all this other stuff, but I'll keep you in mind." Well, now that bridge has been connected. But what would have happened 6 months, a year, or 2 years earlier? The best I would have gotten, if that would be, Sandra telling her friend Sarah, "Hey, well, I got a good friend of mine, or I know a realtor that maybe I can refer you to," and that's it. Dead end. Nothing happens from that. You guys get that? So let me open it up to the audience. I'm going to share a different script with you guys today. And I'm going to share this just the one time because this is just a little bit more basic, elementary. It's what, excuse me, it's what I basically, in a sense, call is the intro script. But any questions that I can answer here? And if you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and type them in as well. All right, so let me go ahead and break down the script that I want to share with you guys. Why is this script a little bit different? The reason it's a little bit different. Anybody new or newer in the business? Okay. How about just change a brokerage? You just change brokerages. Okay. So in that, let me go ahead and share this. So I go through, bear with me. Whenever I share a script, everything always changes. All right, there we go. I'm good now. All right, so database intro script. So this is basically a script that is for the people that are new or newer to the business or just recently made a change to a new brokerage. And what you're going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to give Jasmine a call. We're not going to role play it, but I give Jasmine a call. Hey, Jasmine, this is Robert. Do you have a minute for me? Yeah, hey, what's going on, Robert? Well, the reason I'm calling you is I'm actually really excited because I joined this one great team, and I'm now doing real estate full time. I also wanted to see if I could get your permission to check in with you maybe 3, 4 times a year and just kind of give you some updates as what I'm doing now, real estate full time. Would that be okay with you? Yeah, awesome. Okay, great. What's the best number to reach you at? Okay. What's the best email? Perfect. Now let me confirm your mailing address. I have 123 Banana Street. Is that where you still live at? Perfect. Okay, so I got that all down. Okay, perfect. All right, so well, is there anyone you know of right now that maybe I can be of help to that's thinking about buying, selling, or even investing? No, you don't know of anybody? Hey, not a problem. I'll check in with you maybe in a couple of months, okay? Thank you so much for your time. And that's it. That's it. So the intro script and the reconnection script, the difference is this is for the people that are new or newer, okay, to the industry, and they're letting their people know for the first time that they're going to be doing real estate. Or number two is the people that just made a change from their brokerage. This is a great way to go through and go ahead and make that reconnection. So we do have a question. Thank you, Andrew, for forwarding over to me on Instagram. Jack, yeah, let me take a look. So Jack Sai, hey, welcome, buddy. Yeah, what's the best script to use to add people to your database? Oh my gosh, perfect. Okay, you guys need scripts? Send me a message. I'm gonna send you the script. So in with what Jack is asking, what about when people are, so we got tons of script people, tons of scripts. Database adoption script. So here we go, Jack. I'm going to go through it very, very briefly. Okay. But we're not going to go over this in detail because this is not part of the curriculum for the month. But I go through, and these are people, adoption script. Who are these people? Give you an example. My background is a lot of baseball. So I have two older sons. They're now 27, 29, but I coach them in baseball. And in coaching them in baseball, I came across a lot of new people all of the time. Or, PTA, or, starting, the as you're meeting new people, all of this other stuff. So one of my son's baseball teams, I go through and I call the other 10, 11, or 12 parents. I give them a call and I go through and I say, Jack, hey, this is Robert Villanueva. Our sons played together on the baseball team. Yeah, hey, what's up? Well, hey, I was simply calling. I wasn't sure if you knew, but I'm a full-time realtor. Did you know that? Well, I kind of heard. I mean, I see you from time to time, but yeah, I didn't know you were doing real estate. I wasn't quite sure what you did. Well, I'd love the opportunity to add you in my database. And, my question is, do you currently have a go-to realtor? Oh, you do. You know a lot of realtors. Yeah, I'm actually not really surprised. Okay. Or they say, no, I don't have a go-to realtor. If they say yes, I'm going to say, does that realtor give you market updates frequently? The answer 99% of the time is no. I mean, they send me cookie recipes. They sent me a pie recipe not too long ago, but that's pretty much about it. Or they say, no, I don't have a go-to realtor. Well, I'd like to be that realtor for you. I promise I'd simply check in with you 3 or 4 times a year. Would you be okay with that? What's the best number to reach you? I'll send you some emails from time to time. What is your best email? Great. I look forward to being your go-to realtor. Who do you know at the moment that's looking to buy, sell, or invest? Okay, so that's the script. Now, there's also people that you can adopt from door knocking or lead follow-up. Anybody having a person that they've been following up on or with for probably, I don't know, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and they just simply don't move? Anybody other than everybody? You guys are following up on these leads until they die, right? Extract it. Um, so what I would do is I would take these people off and I would just simply go, Luz, hey, look, I've been checking in with you for the last 3 years. And I know that, it's just kind of the constant, hey, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? What I'd rather do, Luz, it seems like as if though you're not really looking to make that move, at least anything immediate soon. What I'd rather do is I'd rather put you into my personal database. Okay. And then that way, what I can do is I can give you some updates, what's going on with the real estate market. Would you be okay with that? Okay. And then when you're ready, you're ready. I mean, I've been doing business now for the last 5, 10, 20, 30 years, and I'm not going anywhere. Oh, perfect. Yeah. No, I'll check in with you, every 3 months, maybe 4 months, and just kind of give you some updates, what's going on with the real estate market. And then that way you can determine when is the best time. Hey, by the way, who else do you know of that is in the market looking to buy, looking to sell or invest that I could be of help to? Okay. One of your neighbors is thinking about it. Cool, awesome. Well, do you have their contact information? You don't? Let's stay in touch. I definitely would love the opportunity. You guys get that? Cool. All right. So what I wanted to do, going back to that, so that answers your question, Jack. Thank you for the question. All right. So database intro script. I just wanted to spend a day on regards to this. So let me get some people to give it a go. The whole purpose of this is, of course, to work on our skills. So who wants to be the person that is new, newer, or just recently made a change and could use a little bit better in regards to the script? Who's going to be that person that's going to volunteer?
I can kick it off really quick.
Go for it, Shelley.
Ring ring.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, Robert.
Uh-huh.
Robert. Hi, this is Shelly Fuentes. Do you have a minute for me?
Oh yeah. Hey, what's going on?
Yeah. So, the reason for my call is that I'm just really excited that I have joined California Advantage Real Estate. So now I'm doing real estate full time, and I also wanted just to see if I have your permission, maybe 3, 4 times a year, just to give you some real estate updates. Is that okay?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. I definitely would love that.
You'd love that? Okay, great. Me too. So, is this the best number to reach you?
Yeah, this is definitely the best number.
Best number, definitely. Okay, and what's your email address?
It's Robert@robert.com.
.com. Okay, Robert@robert.com. And then let me just confirm your mailing address, 311 Colwell.
That's it. It's still there.
Yeah, you're still there. That's great. And now that I have you on the line, who do you know that might be thinking of, downsizing and maybe buying in an active adult community and ditching those stairs, getting into a single story, or investing into an active adult rental?
Yeah, I really don't know of anybody at the moment. But if I do, definitely I'll let you know.
Yeah, and that's great. Yeah, please let me know.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's it for me. Do you have any real estate questions or anything?
No, no, not at all. I mean, I guess you'll kind of check in and then yeah, I mean if I do, I definitely will let you know. You definitely are our go-to person, that's for sure.
Thank you. Yeah, so best wishes to you. Nothing but health and happiness
Uh,
to you and your family.
yeah.
Bye.
Thank you. All right, talk to you soon. All right, good job. I mean, obviously, this is just something that we're kind of shooting from the hip because we're practicing this for the very, very first time. And again, this is for the agents that recently made a change or are new or newer in the business. So the only thing is just simply keeping it natural, which you did a great job of, Shelley. Again, I apologize. I'm just dealing with this. This is definitely not fun. But all right, so let's go to move on. Let's get somebody else. Jasmine, let me get you to go. Are you in a position? No, I don't want to be put on the spotlight. Let me get somebody else to volunteer. And if you're newer, or you are a person, Luz, give it a
Robert, I'll
go.
go.
Let's do it.
Yep. All right. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, Robert. This is Luce. Do you have a minute for me?
Yeah, hey, what's going on?
Hey there. So the reason I'm calling is because I'm really excited to announce that I recently made a move to a top-notch brokerage,
Hmm.
and just diving in full force.
Yeah.
So, hey, I also wanted to see real quick, could you give me permission to check in with you like 3 to 4 times a year, to give you real estate updates? Do you think that'd be okay?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Okay, great. Is this the best number to reach you at? The this one that I just called you on?
Yeah, this is the best number.
Okay. And hey, real quick, Robert, what's your email?
It's robert@robert.com.
Okay, great. And your mailing address is 123 Banana Street still?
Yep, still there.
Okay, great. Hey, since I have you on the line real quick, do you know of anybody that's currently thinking about buying, selling, or investing?
Change the do you know to who do you know?
Who do you know? Okay, I like that.
Yeah, who
Okay.
do you know is going to lead you down a yes or no, and we're going to get 99% of the time A. We're going to get a
Yep.
no.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Who do you know that's thinking of buying, selling, or investing right now?
Yeah, I can't really think of anybody. All right, awesome. Great job. So obviously part of it is just getting to know, getting ourselves familiarized with. So Luz, let me get you to stay on if you don't mind. I'm gonna do the
Yep.
cross role play. So I'll be the agent. I'm gonna give you a call. I've been doing real estate now for a little while, and I just recently made a change. Here we go. Ring ring.
Hello.
Luz, hey, it's Robert. How are you doing?
Hey, Robert. I'm doing good.
Good. Do you have a minute for me?
I do.
Awesome. Well, hey, the reason I'm calling is I'm really excited that I just recently joined this ABC brokerage. It's super phenomenal. And what I also wanted to do is I wanted to see if I could get your permission to check in with you 3, 4 times a year, just kind of give you some real estate updates. Would you be okay with that?
Yeah. Yeah. That's okay.
Awesome. All right. Well, I really wanted to be brief on this call, and let me just go ahead and go through a couple of quick questions. The number that I called you at, is this the best number to reach you at?
Yeah. This is myself.
All right, perfect. And then I don't have an email for you. What is your email?
Losinidaho at Gmail.
Perfect. Got that down. Okay. And then let me confirm. You and your husband, you guys are still at 123 Banana Street?
Yep. Yep. Still there.
All right, perfect. And then last question. Promise you I was going to keep it very brief. Now that I have you on the line, who do you know of that's in the market thinking about possibly buying, selling, or heck, maybe even investing?
I'm not sure. I don't can't think of anyone off the top of my head.
All right. Hey, no worries. What I'll do is I'll check back with you in a couple of months. And if you come across anybody, just let me know. I'd really appreciate it. I'm here to answer any and all of your questions, okay?
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Awesome. All right, Luz, let's stay in touch. Say hi to your husband, okay?
Yep. Thank you. All
All right. Bye-bye.
right.
All right, good stuff. So in that, again, we're only doing this script just the one day because there's not too many of us that find ourselves in a position that need this script. But I do want to, of course, talk about it because in that it gives us the opportunity to connect with those people that either don't know that we're in the business, or number two, you want to let them know that you've made a change to a different brokerage just to have those that conversation. Again, we want to remember we don't want to exceed the 10 minutes. The reason we don't want to exceed those 10 minutes, I know some of you guys are chatty Cathys, you guys get on the phone, you start talking to your people, you start talking to your comadres, you start talking to your compadres, you start talking to your primos, you start talking to all of your peeps. And what ends up happening is 25 minutes later, you go, man, that was a great call with Luz. I'm so glad I caught up with her. And Luz says the exact same thing. She was like, well, that was so sweet of Robert. Robert's so awesome. That was super duper cool catching up with him. But here's the mistake. 3 months later, all of a sudden, I give Luz a call. She goes through, she looks at her phone, and she goes, yeah, I don't really have time for another 20, 25, 30-minute call. It was great catching up last time, but I really don't want to pick up a call again. So I keep the calls very short, very brief, and I do that intentionally. Okay, I do that intentionally because what we want to do is we don't want to come across bothersome. Anybody feel like as if they're bothering their database? Part of it is the amount of conversing that you're doing. Okay. So we need to keep our calls 10 minutes max. I'm going to give you guys a last tip. Okay. We're going to go through this again next Tuesday. We're going to pick up with where we left off. We're going to go ahead and continue on database reconnect, but we're going to go into the maintenance script. This is the meat and potatoes of this entire thing. Okay. But let me give you guys the do not exceed 10 minutes calls. All of a sudden we go through, I look at my phone and I'm at 10 minutes and 42 seconds with Luz, and I go through and I'm like, shoot. I'm not even close to hanging up on this conversation. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say, Luz, hold on, hold on. Oh my gosh. I just realized I have an important call I have to make here at 8 o'clock Pacific Standard, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard. Obviously, we're not going to say it like that. But I have this important call that I need to make right now at 8 o'clock. And what I want to do is I want to catch up with you. Can I give you a call back later at the end of the day? And then all of a sudden I get the, sure, yeah, no. You know what, Robert? It was great catching up. Don't even bother. You got to go to work. I appreciate the call. 9 times out of 10, that's what I'm going to get. But what I want to do is I want to be in a position, especially the people that we know they're going to be taking up a lot of time. We have 3 questions from, and then literally in one question, it takes like 9 minutes for them to answer. Right? So that is basically a trick. So I apologize in advance if I've done that to you. Okay. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and wrap this up. If you guys need the scripts, don't forget, send me a DM. Option number one, you can go ahead and do that over on Instagram. That's probably the best channel to send me. Number two, you have my website, www.therobertvillanueva.com. You can get all the information about coaching. You can get scripts there. We're robusting this thing. Okay? I just brought on another person that's going to be helping me with the website and continuing to build that out. As always, I want to continue to encourage you guys to continue to show up. I do encourage you to please, please, please invite your real estate homies. My goal, as I've mentioned before, between all of the platforms, we've been averaging about 40 to 50 people, but I want to get to a point where we can get 100 people here on Zoom. So help me achieve that. I appreciate you guys. As you guys know, I don't charge you guys anything, but let's get to that 100 people, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Have a powerful weekend. Go. See you soon. Bye-bye.